They say we die twice. When we stop breathing, and when they stop saying our name.
And if no one speaks your name for centuries, do you disappear or wait for someone to remember you?
The body dies once. But memory can die 1,000 more.
Then hell wouldn't be fire, Charles. It would be silence.
Exactly. Silence is the tomb of the forgotten.
And yet, sometimes that silence answers.
Every year, millions of names go out in silence. Souls who existed, loved, dreamed, and now only live in the echo of what they were.
And that echo, where does it remain?
In the places no one looks, among nameless graves, broken portraits, and dreams no one remembers anymore.
So this won't be a video about ghosts, right?
No, Daniel. This will be a journey to discover what happens to the souls the world forgot. Because if death is silence, Oblivion is its longest echo. There are places where silence has weight. Cemeteries without flowers, headstones washed blank by rain, streets where names dissolved centuries ago.
Sometimes I walk through them and feel as if someone were watching me, not with eyes, but with absence, as if the void were waiting for me to fill it with a word.
That's not imagination, Daniel. It's memory seeking a body. The echo of the forgotten doesn't shout. It whispers. And sometimes, if you listen long enough, it answers.
It answers how?
With presence. With cold. With that feeling that someone is there even though their name no longer exists.
Then can a shadow keep walking without a name?
Yes, and there was one that proved it. They say it still wanders, seeking one thing only, someone to remember who it was.
And how do they call him if no one remembers his name?
They don't call him. They just hear him pass, and they know him as the Nameless Man. They say some souls don't rest because no one remembers them. But there's one that doesn't even remember who it was. Not its name, nor its face, nor its grave. Only the cold and the feeling that it once existed.
And does it keep walking?
Yes, among moss-covered tombs and crosses without letters. It listens to the wind and thinks it hears its name, but the wind never repeats it.
Then it isn't dead, Charles. It's trapped between those who no longer know who it was and those who never knew it existed.
Exactly. It is Oblivion's perfect victim, the soul that lost its story. And every night, when the moon rises, it walks the same path again, hoping someone will look at it and recognize it.
And what happens if someone does? If someone speaks its name, even by mistake?
Then the echo awakens, and for an instant, the soul exists again, but only as long as the voice that names it lasts.
A memory that lasts as long as a sigh. What an irony. To die twice and revive only for a second.
That's how Oblivion works, Daniel. It doesn't kill in one blow. It fades. It erases the voice first, the face, and finally, the name.
Then the real hell is to have no one to remember you.
Worse still, it's to keep walking, knowing you no longer exist for anyone. For years, a family lit a candle every day of the dead, always the same, for the same woman, a mother, a wife, a voice that once filled the house with songs.
I picture her, looking from the other side of the veil, waiting to see her name written, her portrait among flowers.
That's how it was, Daniel. Every year the fire guided her back. She followed the light and found her altar. Bread, wine, the photo. Love turned into ritual.
And what happened after?
Time passed. The children grew. The altar changed place. And one year, no one lit the candle.
Just a lapse, perhaps.
The next year, neither. And the next, no one remembered her name. The fire didn't call her, and she began to fade.
Did she disappear?
She became a whisper in the walls, a shadow that sits before the empty altar. Oblivion doesn't kill in one blow, Daniel. It puts out the flames first, then it erases the faces.
Then silence can also be a tomb.
Yes, a tomb without flowers, without a voice, with no one to speak your name.
What a sad irony. They loved her so much, they made her an altar. And when they stopped remembering her, they condemned her to wait before it.
When the last candle goes out, it isn't the body that dies. It's the story. They say there was a man who feared oblivion more than death, and to defeat it, he devoted his life to remembering.
Remembering what?
Everything. Names, dates, epitaphs, stories. He filled notebooks, walls, even his skin with the names of the forgotten.
Sounds more like penance than purpose.
It was. Every night, the Archivist wrote a new name. But with every stroke, he heard a whisper, a voice that thanked him or asked for more.
More memory. So remembering became an open door.
Exactly. The more names he wrote, the more voices he heard, until one night he saw his own name appear on the pages.
His name? How? No one wrote it. It was the ink that remembered it for him. Then the one who remembered was also remembered.
And that was his sentence, because remembering too much is another way to be trapped among the dead.
The price of remembering is forgetting who you are.
That's how the Archivist ended, surrounded by names but with no memory of his own, the keeper of remembering, forgotten by himself. Oblivion doesn't distinguish names. Sometimes it erases the innocent, sometimes the guilty, and sometimes the one who tried to remember them all.
And what happens to them, Charles? Do they disappear? Or do they get trapped in their own memories?
None disappears completely. The Nameless Man keeps searching for a face. The woman of the altar waits for someone to light her candle. And the Archivist keeps writing names that no longer exist.
3 souls, 3 ways to die, and none found rest.
Because oblivion is not an ending, it is a cycle. Every time someone remembers, a shadow breathes, and every time the world forgets, another shadow goes out.
Then it's we who decide who lives and who dies.
Yes, without realizing it, we are gods of remembering. By simply speaking a name, we can give existence back to a lost soul.
But if no one does, the echo extinguishes.
And the universe grows a little quieter. One less name, one less voice, one story no one will tell again.
And when there's no one left to remember?
Then there will be no heaven nor hell, only a great void where the echo of the dead blends with our own. We sometimes think the dead are gone, but in truth, they're only asleep in our memory. Every thought, every word, every name spoken is a spark that awakens them for a moment.
So every time we remember someone, do we bring them back?
Yes, remembrance is a brief resurrection, a second of borrowed life. It doesn't matter if it was love or resentment. As long as there is memory, there is existence.
And when no one remembers them anymore, not even history, what remains of them?
The echo, a vibration lost in time. The universe does not forget entirely, Daniel. It only keeps silent.
Then the true power isn't to live forever, but to be remembered.
Exactly, because to remember is to resurrect.
And every name we speak is a small victory against death.
But a day will come, Daniel, when the last name is forgotten. No monuments, no songs, no prayers will remain. Only the echo, a sough in the middle of the void.
And what will happen to us then?
Nothing and everything. Because as long as someone somewhere in the universe speaks a word, a single word that was once ours, we will exist again.
The fire goes out, the voices dissolve, but the echo never disappears, does it?
No, it only changes place, from mouth to mouth, from soul to soul, from memory to memory.
Then the end is not silence, it's oblivion.
And oblivion, Daniel, is the longest death of all.
Do you think someone will remember us when all this is over?
If you say it out loud, a whisper is heard, almost imperceptible. I still remember you.
Do not fear dying.
Fear being forgotten.